Aloha, everyone in another level living land. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays. So happy that you're here because we are in store for an amazing treat. We have an awesome special guest who's going to be sharing with us some amazing tips and strategies on understanding how to use our dreams as wisdom. Before I even bring her on and let you know who she is all about, I want to share with you what is the purpose of this show. The purpose of the Freedom Friday show is to support you as an entrepreneur in achieving your success in business and life harmony, because it really is two sides of the same coin. We never want to get so busy making a living that we forget to make a life, and it is possible to work smarter than harder, stress less, strengthen your relationships, lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum, because it's not just about building an awesome, high quality, and successful business. It's about generating and creating and having an awesome, high quality life at the same time. And so make sure that you go to anotherlevelliving.com/harmony and get your free gift on 7 secrets to more business life harmony. Why? Because you deserve it. And actually, even give you a little bit more tips in that too. Okay, so give our amazing special guest a warm welcome. D.Lisa, thank you so much for coming to have a beautiful conversation with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I love to talk about dreams.
Yay! I love to hear about them because you know what? I'm sure there are some messages or something that we need to know about. So let me just tell you who D.Lisa is. She is a dream doula and she is a trained artist and a spiritual life coach. She guides women to live their best lives using creativity and intuition. And she's going to be talking with us today about dreams as wisdom and dreams about 2 hours each night. Wow, they bring wisdom and guide us to our best life. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about hearing about this topic today. Yes. So first tell me, why is this something that's so important and what is this all about?
Well, I didn't really know it, but when I was younger, I somehow decided I should start writing down my dreams, and I've been writing down my dreams for more than 30 years now. But when I think about the first dream I remember, I was really small. Would you like to hear about it?
Sure.
So in this dream, I was walking somewhere where it would be real in day life. Like I was walking under this deck. I lived in Seattle, so it's raining in this dream, and rain is dropping down on my head from this deck, and I can see just a little skim of water on the pavement. And I look over my shoulder. You can imagine how old I am when I have this dream when I tell you this part. I look over my shoulder and I see rub a dub dub, three men in a tub. And they're not cartoons, they're real guys in this tub. And one of them is scrubbing his back. There's bubbles coming out. One of them is smoking a cigar. And the cigar smoking guy says to me, hey, little girl, come over here. And I said, no. And he said, oh, no, you have to. And I said, no, I don't. And I put my hands on my hip in this dream and I said, I don't have to do anything because this is my dream. And if I want to, I can just wake up. And he said, no, you can't. And I said, watch. And in the dream, I squeezed my eyes really, really tight closed. And when I opened them, I was in my bed. And I
Wow.
thought, that worked. And then I went right back to sleep because I wanted to go back into the dream and say, neater, neater, neater. But I did not go back into that dream. Uh, but isn't that a really interesting, powerful dream? Like I realized when I was 4 or 5, I was pre-kindergarten age, that I could control my dream. And then I fell unconscious to that for the next zillion years until recently. So, one of the things I love to do is talk to people about how you can be lucid inside of a dream. But dreaming 101 is more fun. Just like, do you remember your dreams? Because each one of us dreams for 2 hours or 2.5 hours every night. And if you do the math on that, you live to be 80, that's 6.5 years, 6.5 years of dreaming.
Wow.
That's a long vacation if you think about it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and first of all, thank you for sharing that amazing dream and the fact that you like remember all the beautiful details and then the message in that of like empowerment was
Yeah,
just profound. So
yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Tell us a little bit more about why is this something that's important? Like, because a lot of people, you're right, they don't remember their dreams or they get up and they hit the floor because they got to go and do things. What is it about dreams that are important?
Well, I believe, which may or may not be true, I believe that when we're asleep, we are connected to the higher consciousness, our soul self, our relatives and angels, if you believe you have guides on the other side, they're all there in this realm and can talk to us while we're sleeping. And so we have dreams that are answers to whatever our troubles are in waking life. So you can actually go to sleep and say, oh my gosh, what should I do about this problem? And you can have a dream that answers your question. Although it comes in a different language, it comes in dream language. So, for example, I had two separate women tell me in the last month or so that they dreamt about alligators. And I thought, what? Two different women tell me alligator dreams. One, they're both actresses, by the way. And so one of them had a dream where she wakes up in the dream, and in her bedroom are three alligators swimming around. And she's thinking in the dream, how am I going to get out of bed without having these alligators like eat, bite me or eat me? And then she wakes up and she's in her bed and there are no alligators. The other woman dreamt she was in a castle, and down below were her people. And she really wanted to get to her people, but there was a moat filled with alligators between her castle and her people. So she was going down a zip line to get to her people, and she was holding her legs up so the alligators couldn't bite her. And behind her on the same zip line was a man, and he fell into the moat and got devoured by these alligators. But she made it to her people.
Oh my
And so for both of them, I believe, and by the way, if anyone tells you what your dream means, don't believe them. You're the only one who knows what your dream means. You.
so good.
But in my opinion, both of those women were thinking about where they are and where they want to go. And there's something in between there that might bite them or harm them or is menacing them somehow that they're afraid of. And so that would be the question I would ask myself if I had the alligator dream. I'm like, what is going to bite me that that is keeping me between here and there, or what am I afraid of? And
Oh,
that might just pull up exactly the right. Like one of the women said, "Oh yeah, it's my mom," or whatever. The other one said, "I said maybe there's something, maybe there's a trifecta because there were three alligators. Maybe there's three things that are." Kind of menacing you or maybe going to bite you or stop you somehow from getting where you want to go. So that's the kind of messages that come in dreams. They come encoded. But most of us wake up and we're like, oh, what a weird dream. And then we just wander through our day and the dream is gone.
yes, because like it's sometimes if you don't catch it right when you wake up, as soon as something happens or a new interaction, it just fades away really quickly sometimes.
Yeah, I suggest that if you want to remember your dreams, you first of all tell yourself, I'm going to remember my dreams. The intention is very important. And then
Okay.
have something to write with right next to your bed, something to write with and write on. And it's the first 10 minutes when you wake up. This is how I love to do it after many years of doing dream journaling. I write down what day it is. I write down where I am in the world. I write down what's happening in my waking life. Like I had a fight with so and so or whatever is going on that might be important. And then I write down the dream in as much detail as I can remember. And if I'm in a hurry, I just write down three bullet points of the dream. Because when you think about the dream in the future, you'll remember it. But you
Nice.
you might in the future read this dream journal and go, 3 years ago, I dreamt about alligators. There's no context to what you were getting the answer to if you don't say what's happening in your waking life at the same time.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's such so keep a dream journal. Make sure
Yeah.
you pay attention to the or like pretty much like one of the things within first 10 minutes of waking to be able to go to that. You even gave us some great nuggets on what we can do in this journal. And I love that you also mentioned that we can be able to start with the intention and of our
Yes.
unconscious mind remembering our genes. What? Okay, awesome. So now we got that. So now we've written this stuff down. What are some other tips and strategies that you could be able to share with us that can support us in like interpreting it or um kind of having a completion to this process? Because I love that part that you talked about how when we're sleeping, we're accessing our higher consciousness, we're accessing the things that are even more beyond us. And so they obviously our dreams have a lot of important messages. So how do we
Yeah, for some people, well, for me, I write them down and then unless it's really a bright, loud, frightening dream, it doesn't linger too long. But I want to just mention to your listeners that if you have a recurring nightmare, a recurring dream, the ones that are brightest and loudest, they are there to shake us awake, right? There's a big message and you're not getting it. So it's scary, so you'll remember it.
Mm,
It's bright and interesting, so you'll remember it. So those are the most important dreams. Some of the other dreams are like, well, maybe it's just like whatever. I have had friends have conversations with people who have passed over in dreamland. Um, One of my girlfriends said her very best friend was in hospice care and the husband wasn't letting anyone see her for the last few days of her life, and she really wanted to go and visit and she couldn't. And
wow.
she said, I had this most beautiful dream where we were having tea and talking and laughing, just like we used to do. And then she said to me in the dream, I have to go now, Anne. And then I woke up, and that is the day that her friend died.
Wow.
So not only can you get answers to questions and conundrums that you're trying to figure out how to live life, you can talk to people that you can't talk to when you're awake
Oh
in
my
dreamland.
goodness. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was just something that's so powerful because a lot of times, like I can see how it can even help with the grief process. It can help with like being able to let go of these transitions and step into the new season and just having these
Mm,
connections. I think it's something that's so powerful. So I appreciate you sharing that.
yeah,
Yay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, any other big takeaway, like based on everything that you shared with us, like what would be one of the biggest takeaways that you want to leave us with today?
Well, if I want to just blow everybody's mind, I'll say this.
Okay.
This is a dream, what we're in right now. Deepak Chopra calls life a lucid dream in a vivid reality. So
Mm.
if you think about dreams just being this mysterious thing that happens while you're asleep, you can also think that while we're awake, we're really asleep a little bit, and this is a dream. And when you wake up to the fact that this is a dream, you can work with it like you can work with lucid dreams. Like if you're in a nightmare and you know it's a nightmare while you're sleeping, you can go, oh, this is a dream. And then you can turn around and ask the monster why it's chasing you, or you can fly, or you can turn into a creature, right? The same thing can happen when we're awake. We can change our life by dreaming up a new way.
Oh my goodness, so powerful. Oh, you just totally like blew my mind. And that's great, right? Because all change starts with awareness. So yes, yes, and yay. Oh, okay. Now, if we wanted to continue, like, how can people continue this journey with you? Like, where can they find you? Do you have a free gift or something that you want to be able to share with us? And so, therefore, we can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have a free gift, which is a free meditation in my voice. Some people tell me they like the sound of my
Oh,
voice. So
I
I'm like, all
love
right,
the sound of your voice.
I made a meditation you can listen to, and you can find me on all the socials. My website is the letter D.com, and then I'm on all the socials. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on TikTok now, and yeah, I have a YouTube channel and all the things. So find
Oh,
me.
wonderful. Yes, I'll make sure that we put all of those informations and the links in the show notes. So just look under this video and be able to get access to her socials as well as her website and her free gift on this meditation, which I am so looking forward to listening to myself.
Yes.
everyone who's listening in Another Level Living Land, we want to hear your wisdom too. So put in the comments below, what is your biggest takeaway? Let us know, like your thoughts on this amazing topic. And sharing is caring. So if you've gotten the gift of wisdom and deepening your relationship with your dreams and utilizing that wisdom, go ahead and share this out and give someone else the gift of transformation as well. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much for being here, D.Lisa. This has been amazing. So thank you for
Thank
being here
you.
with us today.
Thanks
And
for having me.
oh, totally my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. And everyone in Another Level Living Land, we look forward to seeing you again next Friday for another episode of Freedom Fridays. Make sure you let this message marinate into your soul and even imagine implementing some of these things as you dream tonight. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Have an amazing rest of the day. Bye, everyone.